Today, we're diving deep into something really practical. It's one of those real-life situations that, can feel surprisingly daunting sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Confidently navigating a restaurant, especially if you're in an English-speaking country.
It's so true. Whether you're planning a trip, maybe studying abroad, or, even just trying a new place across town, getting these interactions right. It's about more than just ordering food, isn't it?
Definitely.
It's really about smooth, confident communication, right from walking in the door until you pay the bill. And that confidence, well, it makes a huge difference to the whole experience.
Exactly. And for this deep dive, our source material is super practical. We're using excerpts from Talk Easy English, Restaurant Conversations.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a resource designed specifically for real, actionable English, aimed at adult beginners and travelers. We've really dug through it to pull out the absolute must-knows.
So our mission today, basically, is to boil down the most useful phrases, maybe uncover some of the nuances of restaurant etiquette, and help you sidestep those common little language mistakes. We want to, demystify the whole thing, give you the tools so you can walk in, order, enjoy your meal, pay, like you do it every day.
Think of it as your guide to a genuinely stress-free dinner out, no matter where you happen to be.
Sounds good. Where do we start?
Okay, let's break it down piece by piece, starting right at the beginning. You walk into a restaurant, what's the very first thing you're likely to hear?
From the host or hostess. It's almost always going to be something like, "Hi, welcome. How many in your party today?"
Right, and that phrase, "how many in your party today," it sounds polite, but it's also direct. It just means, how many people are with you.
Simple as that.
Yeah, it's the standard polite way they figure out seating. Understanding that is really your first step inside. Sets a nice, courteous tone from the get-go. Okay, so how do you answer? The source material gives some perfectly clear, common responses. For instance, you could say, "Hi, a table for two, please." If you're on your own, just me today. Works fine. No need for excuses.
Right.
Or if you're with a few people, we're a group of 4. It's direct, clear, gives them exactly the info they need.
And once you've said your number, the host usually replies in one of two ways. They might say, "Right this way," which means immediate seating. Great news.
Always good to hear.
Or if they're busy, you might hear, "It'll be about a 10-minute wait," which is actually helpful, manages your expectations up front so you're not just standing there wondering.
Good point. But what if there is a wait?
Yeah.
You don't just have to, stand there awkwardly, do you?
No, definitely not.
The resource we're using has some great proactive questions. Like you could ask, "Do you have a waiting list?" That's pretty common in busy places.
Pretty common.
Or if you're flexible and maybe the wait's really long, "Can I make a reservation for later?"
Yeah, and asking those questions, it shows you're engaged. You're resourceful. It lets you manage your expectations, look at your options, maybe save yourself a long wait, or just plan for a better time. It's about being proactive, which staff usually appreciate too.
Okay, so we've smoothly navigated the entrance. We're seated.
Nice.
Nice. What's the next interaction? Usually the server, right?
Yep. They'll typically come over maybe with menus. They might say, "Your server will be right with you," if maybe they're just dropping off menus but aren't quite ready for the drinks order. Or they might jump right in with, "Can I get you started with something to drink?"
That phrase, "Can I get you started?" What's the takeaway there?
Well, what's interesting is how polite and indirect it is. It's not demanding you order now. It's an offer to begin your meal when you're ready. That kind of phrasing is, a sign of good customer service in English-speaking places. Always an invitation, never pushy.
Gotcha. So when they ask, how do you actually order a drink?
You can use simple, direct phrases. Our source suggests things like, "Yes, I'll have a Coke." Or something really useful, "Can I get some water, please?" And if you're wondering about options, "Do you have fresh juice?" These are perfect everyday examples.
And that "can I get" phrase seems pretty useful.
Oh, incredibly versatile. It's polite, it's common. You can use it to order pretty much anything, drinks, food, extras. Definitely make "can I get" one of your go-to phrases. It fits right into the conversation. Doesn't sound abrupt at all.
Nice tip.
Yeah.
And what if you need something specific? Like maybe you need the drinks menu, or you have dietary questions early on.
Yeah, good point. You can always ask directly. Things like, "Do you have any vegetarian options?"
Okay.
Or if you don't see the drinks list, "Can I see the drinks menu?" Simple, clear, gets you what you need without any fuss.
So the underlying message is, don't be afraid to ask.
Absolutely. Never hesitate. Servers expect questions, especially if you're not familiar with the menu or the language. Their job is to help you have a good experience, remember.
Right. Okay, let's talk about the menu itself, because let's be honest, sometimes they can be a bit confusing, even for native speakers. All those different sections.
They can be, but our source does a great job breaking down the common terms. Understanding these is key.
Lay it on us.
Okay, so you'll almost always see appetizers or sometimes starters. These are those smaller dishes to, kick off the meal.
Wait, before the main event.
Exactly. Then you've got entrees or sometimes mains or main courses. That's your primary dish.
Got it.
Then sides. These are the extra bits like fries, rice, vegetables, maybe a small salad. Sometimes they come with the main, sometimes you order them separately.
Okay.
And of course, desserts, the sweet stuff at the end. And one more, specials. These are usually limited time dishes, maybe things the chef recommends, not on the regular menu.
That's a really helpful breakdown. It's not just the word, but its role in the meal. So what if you're still unsure about an item? Maybe the description is vague?
Just ask. Use simple questions like, what's the item name? Just say the name of the dish you're curious about. Okay, or what comes with the steak? To find out about the sides included. And a really important one for many people is that spicy.
Crucial.
Definitely. Asking for clarification is so important. I mean, you want to enjoy what you order, right? These questions help avoid surprises and make sure you get something you'll actually like. Never feel awkward about asking.
Good advice. All right, the moment of truth is approaching. Ordering the main course. Server comes back. What do they usually say?
They'll probably ask something direct but polite, like, are you ready to order? Or maybe, can I take your order?
Standard stuff.
Totally standard, just signaling they're ready when you are.
And how do you respond? Let's say you're ready.
You can say something like, yes, I'll have the grilled salmon, please. Always good to add that, please.
Mm-hmm.
Or, if you need a change, which happens all the time, can I get the chicken pasta without cheese? Perfectly normal to ask.
What about dietary needs? Vegan? Gluten-free?
Definitely ask. Something like, do you have a vegan version of this? Or just explain your need. Most places are pretty accommodating nowadays. That can I get phrase works great here too. Can I get the salad with oil and vinegar instead of the creamy dressing?
So asking for modifications is okay.
Absolutely. Don't hesitate. It's your meal.
And what if you're just stuck? Can't decide?
Ask for help. Ask for a recommendation. You can say, what do you recommend? Or maybe, what's your most popular dish?
Is that actually helpful?
Oh, very useful. For you, it might point you to something great you wouldn't have tried otherwise. And for the server, well, they often like sharing their favorites or the restaurant's specialties. It kind of makes the interaction a bit more personal,
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so food's ordered, it arrives, you're eating, things are going well. The server usually pops back, right?
Almost always. They'll do a check-in. They'll ask something like, how's everything so far? Or maybe, is everything okay with your meal?
Just being polite?
Well, polite, yes, but it's also a genuine check. They want to make sure you're happy, see if you need anything else, more water, another drink, maybe ketchup.
Got it. So how should you respond? Assuming everything is okay.
Keep it simple and positive. The source suggests, everything's great, thank you, or just, it's delicious.
And if you do need something,
Combine the positive with your request, like, actually, it's lovely, but can I get some more water, please? Polite and clear.
perfect. So these phrases just confirm you're happy or let you politely ask for something more. Keeps things running smoothly.
Exactly. It maintains that positive vibe and gets your needs met.
Okay, the meal's winding down. Delicious. Time to settle up. Asking for the bill. Now, this is where that regional difference comes in, the one our source mentioned.
Ah, yes, the check versus the bill. This is a really common point of confusion, actually.
So what's the deal?
In the US, you'll usually ask, can we get the check, please?
Check. Got it.
But in the UK, and often other Commonwealth countries too, the more common phrase is, can we have the bill, please?
Bill?
But here's the key. They mean exactly the same thing. It's just the word for that piece of paper listing what you owe. So don't get thrown off. Just try to use the term that's common where you are. It helps you sound a bit more natural.
Good tip. What if you're with friends and need to pay separately?
Very practical question. Just ask. Can we split the check? Or maybe more specifically, could we pay separately? Or we'll each pay for our own meal?
Is that usually okay?
Oh, yeah, super common, especially for groups. Most restaurants are totally set up for it. Don't feel awkward asking. It saves confusion later.
All right, and then the actual payment and tipping.
Right. You might need to ask practical things first, like, can I pay by card? Or maybe, do you take Visa if you have a specific card? And another really key question, especially if you're traveling and unsure about customs, Is service included?
Ah, the service charge question.
Yeah.
Which leads us to tipping.
Exactly. And this is crucial, particularly in the US. The source is clear. In the States, a tip of around 15 to 20% of the bill is pretty standard. It's expected, actually.
Why is it so important there?
Because in the US, tips often make up a really significant part of a server's income. It's just how the system works there. So knowing this is vital.
How do you actually leave the tip?
If you pay by card, there's usually a line on the receipt where you can write the tip amount and then add it to the total. If you're paying with cash, you can just leave the cash tip on the table or hand it directly when paying.
Good to know. Definitely avoids an awkward exit. Okay, let's circle back quickly to something you touched on earlier, politeness. Our source really emphasizes this.
Yes, this is probably one of the most critical takeaways, honestly. It's about the way you ask for things.
Like the give me versus can I have thing.
Exactly that. The source points out that just saying give me steak sounds really abrupt, maybe even rude, impolite.
Yeah, I can see that.
Think about it. If someone just pointed and said, give me that, to you, it feels off, right? The correct, respectful way is always something like, can I have the steak, please? Or I'll have the steak, please. That small change in phrasing makes a huge difference in tone. It's respectful, not demanding.
It really is about adding that little bit of, I don't know, consideration.
Precisely. And the source stresses using those polite keywords consistently. Always try to remember your please, thank you, and excuse me. They aren't just optional extras, they're fundamental for smooth, respectful interactions in almost any service situation, especially in English-speaking cultures.
So politeness matters a lot. And just to hammer it home one more time, that check versus bill thing.
Yep, worth repeating because it trips people up. Remember, check is more common in the US, bill in the UK and some other places. Same meaning, different word. Using the local term just helps things go a tiny bit smoother.
Understanding these nuances really does make a difference, doesn't it? In how you come across and just how easily the whole dining experience flows.
It really does. It shows respect for the local ways and the people you're interacting with.
Or hopefully you listening now feel like you have a much more robust toolkit for your next restaurant adventure. We've gone through asking for a table, ordering drinks,
Understanding the menu terms,
making your phone choices, handling those mid-meal check-ins,
and navigating the whole paying the bill process, including tipping.
plus those key politeness tips and the check bill distinction. Quite a lot, actually.
It is, but it all comes down to confidence, right?
Yeah.
And that confidence grows when you know not just what to say, but also how and why things are said in certain ways.
Exactly.
So maybe a final thought for you to consider. Think about how these seemingly simple phrases we talked about today, when you use them correctly, they don't just help you get the food you want. They actually help build a positive connection, show respect across cultures.
Good point.
So the question to ponder is, what other everyday situations, maybe interactions you have regularly, could be transformed, made smoother or more positive, just by focusing on using specific, polite phrasing, something to think about as you go about your day?